Alright, so it's August 5th, 2022. It's around 6 p.m. Um, so I finally got a new phone that actually works. And nobody knows that I have this phone. Not my family, not my coworkers, not my supervisor, probably not my stalkers that keep coming around. So I'm just gonna keep it that way. A lot has happened yesterday. I'm a little tired. Got into a fight, and there were a bunch of other things that led up to a fight. So before that, but yeah, it was a crazy day yesterday. I didn't get arrested. I don't get arrested because I usually record a lot of what does happen to me. So, but here's how it all started. I got this new phone on the first. I connected this phone on the first, so it was working. And I stopped carrying my old phone that I believe is hacked. Stopped carrying that phone. Stopped using it pretty much. And then I started noticing something strange. I look out my window and I see this cop just parked there, in the parking lot. And he wasn't there before. I've seen him before, but that was when I first moved to the apartment building. It was June 1st, the first week of June. I saw him for a couple of days, then he disappeared. Then when I stopped using my old phone that I believe was hacked, and that they were tracking my location and everything, he started showing up again. And it looked like it's the same cop started showing up, staying right outside my apartment building. Yesterday I came out, I took pictures of the vehicle, and I'm standing there and I'm looking at him. I'm trying to get see his face. So I see him kind of hiding a little bit in his vehicle, and I'm going slowly because I don't want to forget the details. And I see a vehicle, black vehicle. It was either a Honda or a Toyota, I believe, just driving towards me. I turn towards the vehicle, and the vehicle pulls into the parking lot. It's kind of a little suspicious, but the vehicle was a bit further away. I want to say about 20-30 feet away, so I couldn't make out the license plate. But I was on my break when I came out to take a picture because I work remotely, and something that stopped happening to me is work mobbing. I don't get that much anymore. Once in a while someone might get something smart, and I'll usually just ignore it and whatever. What do I have to argue with you? I'm not insecure. And this happens once or twice a month. Someone sends an email, you did this or you did that. I just ignore it. And you're not my supervisor. I'm not even going to respond to you. Waste my energy, waste my time. So get my paycheck twice a month. That's what counts. But yeah, the work mobbing, that pretty much almost completely stopped. And I don't really interact with my coworkers because we don't really see each other. If we interact with one another, it's through email. But yeah, it works out for me. I'm sure it's something gangstalkers are very unhappy about. So if I'm doing something that they're unhappy about, that means I'm doing something right. But so that happened with a cop, and I knew it was suspicious. I took a picture of his vehicle, got his plates. Didn't get his face though, but I kind of think I know what he looks like. So I might be able to recognize the scumbag. Keeps coming around me. Corrupt cops. Corrupt cops. They might be worse than criminals, because they swore an oath to serve and protect, and they do the opposite. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. Second thing that happened. I just wrote it down on a note card because I didn't want to forget everything that happened yesterday. It was probably one of the craziest day in a while. So this so I leave on my lunch break and I see this blue van just parked right outside my apartment building. And I looked at the name. It was a construction company, just parked outside, not doing anything, just sitting in his vehicle. It didn't appear he was waiting for somebody, just sitting there. So for about good 10 minutes, I want to say. So I come out, and he looks up, and he looks back down. I guess he was looking down on his cell phone. And he had that look on his face, like he was afraid of something, like he was doing something he was not supposed to be doing. So I took a picture of the plates and the company name, and then I went ahead. The third thing I came back from my lunch break. I usually leave for my lunch break. I get 1 hour. I came back, and I see this dude wearing a blue t-shirt, and the truck was blue as well. So I guess they're trying to sensitize me to blue color. That doesn't work on me though. I don't care about the colors. I'm wearing blue right now. I give no shits. Ooh, big deal. You're gonna get a bunch of blue vehicles to be driving around, and a bunch of losers to be wearing blue. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm shaking. No. I pay attention to people, their behavior, the type of vehicle they're driving, license plates. That's more important to me, because sometimes you'll get the same type of people coming around you. And I've had, before I knew what was going on, before I knew that I was being targeted, I've had the same people coming around me acting really strangely, like loitering around my bike, next to my bike, throwing things, then staring at me. The same type of people, very strange behavior. It's almost hostile. Kind of not hostile enough that you would report them to the police, but just creepy, kind of creepy shit. But anyway, so yeah, the dude's wearing blue, and he's staring at me. I'm looking back at him. Like, what do you want to do? Nothing. He's just staring there on his phone, talking to somebody or pretending to be talking to somebody. So I get off my bike, I'm looking at him. He looks at me, then he turns around and he starts walking away. So eventually he walked away. I think I came out and I had my other phone with me, the one that I don't trust, and I took a picture of him. The picture didn't come out too well, but he walked away. So that was the third strange thing. I'm gonna try to make this video 20 minutes, no longer than that. Number 4. So I go in to leave my bike in the basement, and right before I go inside the door, this guy comes down the stairs. He's a worker, I guess, in a building, and I don't get harassed in that building. This is not inside the building, but this is the very first time something strange happened. He's coming down the steps. He stops, and he just stands there and staring at me. I said, can I help you with something? You're just standing there staring at me. What's up? What's going on? And he goes, oh, no, you know, this, the building manager, I'm not going to say his name, but let's just call him the landlord. Let's call him the landlord. I don't think he's the building manager. He actually owns the building. But he said the landlord told me to come down and to watch somebody. Oh, what the hell? I tell, so the landlord told you to come down here and to watch somebody. Would that be me? Are you watching me? Oh, well, he just told me to come down and to watch somebody. Did he say who you would be watching? Oh, whoa. He sounds like, you know, he doesn't understand what I was saying. He didn't understand what I was saying. But his English was a little poor. I think he was a Mexican dude. But yeah, his English was bad. But I told him, you know, watching somebody like that, you know, that's stalking. That's a crime. Oh yes, I know. Oh. Then he walks away. So that's number 4. Number 5. I called the landlord. I called him twice. First time he doesn't pick up. I called him 20 minutes later, and I wanted to get to the bottom of what's going on. I asked him, did you send someone to watch me? And I just came back from my trip. I didn't tell him much. I just came back from my trip. This guy, you know, he walks down the stairs, just stops and starts staring at me. And it's very strange behavior. And he said, oh no, I wouldn't do anything like that. Someone left the door unlocked, because there's 2 locks on that door and there are bikes in that basement. So I drop off my bike and I keep it there. Someone, it might have been me. I might have let one lock, it wasn't locked, but the door was closed and it was still locked. He has 2 locks on there for security reasons, and that's fine. So, and I told him, okay, well, if that's what it was, that's fine. He was just very strange the way he came down. He stopped and he just staying there and staring at me. I didn't understand what that was all about. But if stalkers start coming around right now, I'm probably gonna record them on my phone. I got another camera that's facing in the opposite direction, but I'll just record them on my phone. And I would prefer not to fight somebody today, because I got into a fight yesterday. So, but if it happens, it happens. Like this guy that's coming towards me. So probably a nobody. probably, but you just never know. So anyway, I also told him what was going on. I said, I've been getting harassed by a few individuals. Not here. I told him not here and not outside the building. I mean, not inside the building. Something happened a few times outside the building where this man was walking around with the dog, and the dog was off the leash, and the dog was harassing me. I told him that. And I guess he doesn't like dogs either. He's complaining about the dogs in the neighborhood, this and that. But he said, "Oh, you know." I also told him, there's nothing special about me. I'm not rich. I'm not famous. I don't know why people would be harassing me, but it shouldn't be happening. There's nothing. I'm not special in any way. So I'm not even pretty. I'm just an average guy. But he said, no, we wouldn't be doing that. Not in this building. We don't harass people. We don't do that kind of thing. I said, okay, well, and I told him, if someone smeared my name, can you please tell me so I can go talk to them? And he said, oh no, nobody said anything bad about you. And I told him about the other building, how I was being harassed over there, and he said, no, nobody said anything bad about you. So I'm like, okay, all right. And don't necessarily believe what he said, but I mean, there's not much I can say or do about it right now. And it's one strange incident that happened. I would let it go. I'm not gonna, think about it too much. I'll dwell on it. So that's number. I had to write all these things down. So much happened yesterday. I usually can remember if it's like 3-4 things, but I just want to make sure I don't forget to talk about all these things. It's not like Joe Biden's card now, where they tell him to, enter the room, say hello to everybody, take a seat. No. But anyway, so the last thing, that's when I got into a fight. Before the fight, I went to the store, picked up breakfast for the next day. Picked up a package of water, bottled water, and I had some of it in my backpack. Some of the water was in my back, about, I want to say 10 or 12 bottles. So, and the rest I was carrying in my hand, because I live about 2 blocks away. So I was carrying it in my hand. There's 2 stores. I went to one store, picked up breakfast over there. Then I went to another store to pick up a bottle of water. Probably should have picked it up at one store. I don't know. But I walked out. I'm walking back home, back to my apartment. And as I get to the first intersection, I see a cop, a lady with a dog, and another lady. So there were 2 cops, actually. 2 cops. And this lady with a dog, she starts yelling. She starts yelling about the other lady. She's harassing me, she says. She's harassing me, and that's all I heard before I walked away. And the cops were just standing there. They did nothing. So about as I walked away, no more than 10 seconds later, I noticed somebody running up from behind, right? And I'm not paying attention too much, I'm not thinking someone's gonna try to do something. Next thing I know is this lady, that was, that the lady with the dog was complaining about. She runs up to me, and I had my phone in my left hand, the package of water in my right hand. She comes up to me, she grabs my hand, my left hand, and starts just being weird, brushing against me and just being weird. And I'm carrying. I have some weight in my backpack, and I'm carrying a bottle of water, trying to get home. So I get pissed off. Yell at her for a moment, and started taking her picture. And she keep going. Asshole. And some asshole staring at me, then waves. But so I'm trying to take her picture, and she's hiding her face, puts her hands in front of her face, and then she walks away. The cops, I'm pretty sure, if they haven't seen her grabbing me like that, because that's battery. In some states it's called assault. Where I live, it's battery, which is a misdemeanor. It's up to a 1-year jail time. Of course, most people won't get jail time for it, but it's democratic cities. But you don't put your hands on another person like that. You just don't, especially a stranger. No, you don't do that. That's not normal. That's not normal fucking behavior. You walk up to somebody, you grab them by the hand, and you start brushing against them. That's just fucking creepy shit, even for a man. I'm trying to get home, and you're not even attractive, But anyway, I turn around, I look at the cops are looking at me. I start yelling at them, did you just not see what she was doing? She just grabbed me. I say to them, that's battery, that's a crime. And they wouldn't even acknowledge it at first. I said, you guys need to take this seriously. And I told them, I don't appreciate that. Why aren't you guys? You wouldn't even take my report. Why can't you go talk to her? I asked them to go talk to her. They wouldn't. I said, why can't you go talk? Are you targeting me? Like, you guys are just standing right there. You're looking at the whole situation unfolding, and you're doing absolutely nothing about it. Nothing. How long? Damn, this video is almost 25 minutes. But anyway, I took out my phone. I started recording them. I got one of their names. I asked for their badge numbers. They turned around. They got in their car and they drove off. So that's pretty much what they did. And at one point, for a second, he tried to blame me. I said, you really gonna blame me? You're gonna blame the victim? I'm trying to head home. I'm trying to get to my apartment, not bothering anyone. Bitch walks up to me, starts grabbing me. You think that's appropriate? You think that's legal? Mofo. I'm trying not to cuss, but getting a little angry. But so they leave. Before they leave, I said, I will smash her face. She touches me again, or anybody else, I will smash her face. and then they drive off. And I told them I have the right to defend myself. Nobody's gonna touch me. Okay, somebody touches me, a fight's gonna break out, because I don't play around like that. Especially you grab somebody like that. Like she had a good grip on my arm, and I was carrying a phone and a package of water in my right hand. So, a good timing, yeah. That's not the first time something like that happens. I had a similar situation with the dog where they were harassing me. But anyway, so I'm walking back home, and I see the stalker again, right? I see her. She just standing there, very, just very quiet, business-like, talking to somebody, talking to another dude. So I woke up to her, and I had my phone. I was recording. I was recording her, and I got the dude's face too. The scumbag might have been a gangstalker too, or her handler maybe. I'm gonna put this note card away because that's the last thing on the list. Anyway, so I woke up to her. I started recording her face. Then I yelled at her, but I walked off about 5-10 feet. I yelled at her some more. Then a dude runs off. He runs into the apartment. He knew if he was really the handler, he knew something was going on that I caught up to them. So he runs into the apartment right away. Literally 5 seconds later, when he notices me recording them. Then next thing I know, she's getting in my face. She's getting all angry. I kind of slightly push her away. Then she turns around, just very strange behavior. Turns around like she's on drugs or she's possessed. Just really, really weird. Then I keep yelling at her. She walks off, turns around, looks at me, and just starts just running at me at full speed. So I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this lady? She's on drugs or she's possessed. What the hell is wrong with her? So she's running at me like, ah. There's some shit you see in the movie. So I'm looking at her. She gets close, and I pushed her, and she fell on her ass. She fell on her ass. She gets up. She starts throwing hands like a man. Oh, what the hell? I punched her in her upper chest. I kicked her. The woman, I don't want to call her a lady. There's nothing lady-like about her. But, yeah, so what happened next? Yeah, we start fighting. I would hit her. Like, I didn't punch her in the face. I didn't hit her too hard because I was concerned for her safety, and I didn't want to, hurt her too bad, or she would end up in the hospital, or she'll get knocked out. But I would hit her to kind of get her to retreat, because she was swinging at me, She's throwing hands, closed fists. And then it got to a point where I just grabbed her, and first I threw her on the ground. It was more of a judo throw, I guess, because she keeps walking fast, or she's running at me. So I used her speed against her, and I threw her on the ground. And this dude's like, oh man, it's not worth it. And she threatened him too. She threatened a number of people. People came out, they were looking. Um, and then she would walk away. She did that a number of times. She would walk away, and then she'd come back again, right? And then the last time, 30 minutes. All right. So the last time, I grabbed her by the legs. I wrestled her to the ground. I got on top of her to restrain her. Um, I tried to get her hands like in a handcuff position, but she turned, and I full mounted her. I got on top of her, and I said, "You're under." I said, "Citizen's arrest. You're under arrest, bitch." So I'm laying on top of her. The police is not coming, right? The police is not. Someone called the police. They told me they called the police. I put her under arrest, under citizen's arrest, and just make sure these two girls with their dog don't try anything. I put her under citizen's arrest, but the police is not coming. It took about 15-20 minutes for the police to get there. So, and I got off of her eventually because I didn't think the cops would get there. And she gets up. She gets up, walks up to me, makes a fist, and punches me in the face. It's crazy. This bitch is crazy. It didn't hurt, but I felt it. And what the hell? Like, I barely flinched, but and then the people go, oh. They're like, what? Did you just do that? Oh no. And then I guess people were telling her to calm down and relax, and she got in people's faces, and I guess she was threatening them, so they just all walked off. And they said they probably thought, hey, you want to fight with this guy, you want to get hurt, go ahead. But she's crazy. Maybe she was drunk or high on drugs. But yeah, the way she was acting is something you see in the movie. You know, it looked possessed by the devil. So yeah, the cops get there about 5 minutes later, no more than 5 minutes, and there's a lady cop and there's a dude. So they start walking towards her, because I guess the lady on the phone that called about her told 911 that she was a problem, because they start walking towards her, and the stalker she starts walking away. I guess she didn't want to get arrested, and they didn't even follow her. Nothing. They just let her go. She walked away and they let her go. And when I was making the police report, I heard her scream. I think she was inside the apartment building. She was screaming, ah, like she was angry. She was still angry, you know. But I didn't want to hurt her too much, where she would end up in the hospital, because I don't fight women. She's the first one. I mean, congratulations to her. She's the first one. Because I don't fight women. Yeah. But, you know, if you're going to act like a man, I'm going to treat you like a man. That's for sure. Especially if you're throwing hands like that. All right, 34 minutes. But I made a police report. And they put battery and something else. Single battery or something. Simple battery, it's called. Yeah, simple battery, I think. But I know it's battery, which is the lowest misdemeanor. You can still serve jail time, but nothing too serious. You know, nothing more than a year. So less than a year. I want to say less than a year. It's probably a better way to say it, but and like a $2,000 or $3,000 fine, something like that. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be in jail for a day. So anyway, she she walked away and she threatened me too. She made 3 threats. I might have it on video. Video. I'm starting to talk funny. Yeah, three threats, and I might post the video online. I don't know yet. I still haven't watched it because I had something to do when I got home, and I just didn't plan to be out longer than an hour. It took about at least 2 hours with everything that's been going on. 36. Okay, this video is now 36 minutes. So a lot longer than I expected, but a lot has happened yesterday. So yeah, I guess this might have happened because I tried to expose the cop. Maybe the cop thought he was threatened, or these people thought they were threatened, and they tried to punish me. But you can't let them intimidate you. You know, you gotta push back. You gotta fight back. Because if they see you fighting back and not retreating, then they'll back off. Because it happened to me before where they would back off because they just can't win with me. I keep pushing back. I keep moving forward. They try something. They cross that line, and I make them pay for it, just like I did yesterday. But I still gotta be careful. I can't, you can't underestimate your enemy. You gotta take it seriously, and that's what I'm doing. So I guess that's about it. 37 minutes. I'm gonna end it here in about a minute or so, less than a minute. But if you guys can please, I think I got you say like, share, and subscribe. I'm still new to this YouTube channel, I guess. I don't know. If you can like, share, and subscribe. This is Targeted Warrior 777. Don't give up. Keep fighting. Keep your head up. And God bless.